What's going on, everybody? Thank you so much for tuning in. Welcome to this first episode of Open Mic with Luis Sanchez. I'm going to be your host, and I'm going to be with you for the next 10 to 15 minutes. This is the first episode that I'm doing, first time that I'm doing a podcast. And so I appreciate you all for tuning in. I appreciate you for the support. And, a couple of, disclaimers right off the bat. This is not your typical show. I mean, what I'm trying to say is that I'm going to do impersonations of Donald Trump, Barack Obama, sports announcers. I'm going to talk politics, business, sex, sports. I'm going to talk anything that crosses my mind. And I would not expect any of you, or maybe some of you do, but I expect the majority of you, the mature ones, not to take this personal. Because it's all about entertainment. That is the purpose of this program. As a matter of fact, when I first read or heard about Simon Sinek's TED Talk about having a purpose for every organization, that's when I realized the impact and the power of understanding the idea behind an initiative. And so for me, it's humor, man. It's making people laugh, making people have a better day, making people go to work with a smile on their faces, to go to bed with a nice dream in their minds. So without any further ado, man, I like to bring in my first guest, man, my first ever guest, the 45th President of the United States of America, Mr. Donald J. Trump. Thank you so much for being here, Mr. President. How are you? Well, listen, I'm doing fantastic. I thank you so much for your invitation. You didn't finish my song, though. Well, sir, we're on the schedule here. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm the president. Well, you're right, sir. Maybe next time. Well, I don't think I'll be here next time. I've never been to Mexico. Sir, you're not in Mexico. This is Nicaragua. It's in Central America. Mexico is just to the south of the United States. Well, listen, to me it makes no difference. They all look the same, so don't worry about it. Believe me, I don't know the difference. I'm not surprised, sir. Listen, I wanted to appreciate, number one, your being here, and number two, I wanted to talk to you about some of your landmark achievements in the first year in office, sir. You were able to appoint and achieve Judge Neil Gorsuch to get confirmed by the Senate, and he was appointed to the Supreme Court, which I applaud for you. I think it's a good pick. And you also were able to present your tax plan to Congress. Now, do I agree with that plan? I know you don't care, but I think it favors the rich. Well, listen, as usual, you're wrong. This plan is a fantastic plan. It's a great tax cut for many people. It will increase the size of the economy. It will make sure that wages and jobs pretty much flourish from the bottom up, from the top down, and it will be a great thing. And we will make America great again, believe me. Well, sir, what you're doing right now, and to quote Secretary Hillary Clinton, is voodoo economics on steroids. This is pretty much the Reagan tax cuts, but you're taking it up a notch. Is that fair to say? Well, it's completely unfair to say, and I knew you would say something like that, something so negative and fake and false, because you're the fake media. And the media, they're really special people, nasty people. Well, let's talk about the negatives. You're going to say that I'm negative again, but you managed to get Neil Gorsuch in the Supreme Court. You proposed your tax plan. Let's talk about the failure to repeal or replace Obamacare, a huge landmark of your campaign. What about the Muslim ban? What about Michael Flynn? What can you tell us about that? Well, I love Michael Flynn. He's a fantastic guy. He was appointed by me as my national security advisor, and he did a tremendous job. But sir, Michael Flynn right now is on the verge of causing your impeachment. I mean, his cooperation with the Robert Mueller investigation might just derail your hopes for a 2020 run. Well, listen, I'm going to run in 2020, and I'll either face Pocahontas, Elizabeth Warren, or old fart Joe Biden. Either way, I'm going to win, and I'm going to win big league. Nobody thought that I was going to win, including me. I didn't know. But I won incredibly. I won the most incredible landslide in U.S. history. It was fantastic. President Trump, some might say that you don't have a mandate to lead. You lost the popular vote. You lost some states. Your approval ratings are in the mid-30s. How do you respond to that? Well, listen, my approval ratings are in every rally that I hold. Just billions and billions of people attend my rallies. Sir, the earth has 7 billion people. How could you say billions attend your rallies? Because they do, because the Secret Service reports it, and because it's true. Okay, now, what can you tell me about the low approval rating? What can you tell me? Well, you already mentioned your crowd sizes, and there's something about you in size, by the way. It's pretty rare. But what can you tell me? What can you tell me about losing the popular vote? Hillary Clinton beat you by about 3 million votes. Crooked Hillary Clinton had many illegal immigrants voting for her, especially in California, Texas, and Arizona. And I've proven this so many times. And listen, I'm not interested in coming in to defend myself. I'm a great president. I got elected president. The people spoke on November 8th, 2016, and I'm doing a fantastic job. You may not agree with this, but I am doing great, believe me. Mr. Trump, I don't understand, sir, why you're getting testy with me. Why you're getting so defensive? Because I'm practically tired and I'm very offended of the liberal fake media. I mean, they're terrible people. And your organization is terrible. You ought to be ashamed of yourself. Mr. Trump, I think we're going to end it right here, sir. Thank you so much for coming in. And our next guest will be the 44th President of the United States, Barack Obama. Thank you so much for watching.